Welcome back. So today I will be working on some of my to-do list. Not too terrible. A few things to do just to get this thing ready, dialed in for the COTA event. I'm going to start with a compression test, and stick a bore scope in there in the cylinders just to make sure everything is fine. Last on dyno day I saw a few sparks come out of the exhaust and just slight concern. It was on deceleration, so I just want to make sure everything is okay before I end up hurting this motor, if that's the case. So I'll do that, then I'll probably actually start body work. So I got a dent stud welder puller thing from Harbor Freight that I'm gonna try and pull this dent out first to see how it goes. And if all goes well, which it doesn't seem totally difficult to do, I'm gonna pull this door off, work on pulling some of these dents out, make sure this door's nice and smooth. And then I think there's a big dent in here that looks like I can go ahead and try and pull out too. Put my factory mirrors back in because I don't like these things, and really just start knocking things out. I've got to also try and bend this guy back out, which I don't know when or how it happened. Let's see if I can get it bent out. Otherwise I'll have to buy a Part Shop Max one. And so yeah, start working on the list. Alright, I'm going to start by removing this cover here. Then I'll pull coils off, pull spark plugs out, and start with a compression test. I've only got 3 bolts in there, so I don't see a use in putting in all of them. Also, I'm going to grab an air hose and blow it out in here, because you don't want a bunch of crap going in there when you pull your spark plugs out. So next, I'm going to go ahead and start on the front and the back, pull the coils off, pull these hoses off because they're easier to get to without them. Eventually I want to change these coils out for the, I believe they're the R35 coils. That sit right on top, are easier to get to and pull off. They're really a pain in the butt. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on time lapse. It's kind of tedious, everything. Like, pull the spark plugs, put in the air compression tester, and just turn over the motor. Just start testing the compression on everything. I'll follow up once I get done with that, and then we'll see where we're at. Turns out the battery's dead. Brand new battery. I gotta get it warranted because it will not hold a charge. So instead, I guess I've got it charging now, and I'll go ahead and pull my passenger door off, and that way I can start trying to sand it down, and then start trying to pull the dents out of it. Let's see how that goes. Looks like it should just be these 4 bolts. I already pulled the pin from inside that holds the door from swinging wide open. You know what? I'm gonna pull these 2 in here instead of pulling the outside ones in case that tweaks the adjustment. I think it does if I pull it. So start for those 2. I always thought pulling the door was harder than that, but I guess once I figured out which pin it was to pull from this little hinge thing, or stopper thing, it was easy. So it goes up from the bottom, pulls out, and you can pull it out. So pulled that. I'm gonna pull these overs, so I want to fix these dents, like I said, this side and the other side. Okay, so got those off. Obviously this one's not too bad. Oh, I guess, yeah, you can't really get to it from in here. All this crap that collects in here. One of these days I'll figure out some way of stopping that. I don't know if I just need to build a shrub, but I also cut off a lot more than I should have previously. But eventually I'm gonna cut it off and do a fiberglass rear end also. Cut off all the factory tube or metal. So I fixed something here previously. Probably sand it down, paint it, and try and pull this guy out. None of this back here needs to be green anyway, so sand it down and just spray some steel it over it. Try and seal it up. Obviously I didn't paint any of this, so it's all factory color. So I'm gonna take a grinder to this guy, get down to bare metal, and we'll start trying to use that dent puller. All right, so that was kind of fun, interesting. So don't peel it off. Found that out. But yeah, I mean, kind of hard to get these creases here, but it's a whole lot better than what it was. So now I'll just cut these off, sand them smooth, and then I'll make it nice and flat with some body filler, and then just coat it with paint so it doesn't rust. Nothing else I want to try it on. Well, aside from this, I'll probably do this side. It's kind of messy when you have to do it with a grinder to clean off the paint. Anyways, I'm gonna work on that dent, work on the door. And that should be another major dents I want to pull off. And this one, you can see there's a couple. One here. Maybe I'll try it with a DA sander, because I got a DA'd it anyway. This one, especially this one. And then one over here. I hate body work. It's so time consuming and a pain in the butt to do. This didn't turn out too bad. I might just paint over it. It gets covered with over fenders anyway. Same with this side. Just throw some paint on it, cover it with the over fender. Doesn't have to be super flat because it's not going to be visible. Door, on the other hand, I'm going to finish sanding the rest of it. It's better. It's not the greatest, but you know what? If I can just get it smooth and looking better, then I'll do that. Same goes here. It's slightly lower. Some body filler will fix that. I didn't want to pull it up too high because then getting it back down is, I don't know, in my opinion, a little bit more of a pain. But this part here, on the other hand, that sucks. Now I gotta fill that with some weld, sand it down. Hopefully I can make it look better. But I'm gonna sand this sand the rest of that door down, unbox my new KBD rear bumper, work on mounting that, sand the front bumper down, just make everything look nice and pretty again. And then the weekend before COTA, I'll probably go ahead and paint everything. My dad wants me to paint his a fender and a bumper on his car too, so it's gonna be a long weekend of painting things. For the rest of the day, I'll probably finish prepping all that, make some more stands, posts for the over fenders. Huge shout out to KBD. They have the best warranty for any body kit, in my opinion. You have a tear in it or whatever, as long as your original purchaser, you have a lifetime warranty, which is awesome. So rear bumper got really beat up over the last couple of years. They got me a new bumper. This is what it looks like, just for the rear bumper, obviously. But in this box is a rear bumper. Let's unbox it and show you how it comes. Instructions say to put it out in the sun so it heats up and goes back to life. So I'm gonna do that right now. So I'll let that reform in the sun heat. I'm gonna sand this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my front bumper after this, sand that. Then I'm gonna try and weld these holes and fix that. It's really annoying. The doors are so thin. So eventually get some 2F fiberglass doors and hopefully don't have to worry about that again. Alright, so I welded up these holes a little bit. Doesn't look the greatest, but it'll do. Some body filler on it, it'll be nice and smooth. Never be able to tell that was there. Now I'm going to sand around the edges a little bit, and actually this is going to be plated in. I'm going to weld this together. I'm going to weld this seam, so maybe too close. I'm going to weld this seam together, clean off all the seam sealer. Same thing down here, clean it all up, weld it, or stitch weld it I should say. I gotta figure out what to do here because I accidentally cut the bolt off that I was going to use for my bash bar a long time ago. This is ideally what I'm going to use, these two. And then same thing here. Fix the seam, or stitch weld the seam plate this guy, and yeah, we'll go from there. One more thing, I'm going to go ahead and cap this guy here, right here. So it's all ready to go. When I get some tubing, knock out the tube front, call it a day. It's gonna be the end of this video. Next time I will be making a video of bending up some tubing and trying to figure out how to do the tube front. It's gonna be kind of funny and a learning experience also, but that should help prepare me to learn how to do a cage for that car. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.